ran into a Ryu player by the name of mewantdie, who had about, and if you look at my previous video, he had about 20 wins by the time that he came across me. Now, normally when I see someone's win rate in the double digits, I just don't even play at all. Because there's three type of players that I won't play seriously. There are, let's see. I won't play Jamie players seriously. I won't play Akuma players seriously. Because they're both power-up characters, by the way. It's just Akuma's a little bit different. I'll play a Shin Akuma, but not a regular Akuma. Let's see. New challengers, and then finally, high win streak people. Now, I know I did upset a person with a 10 win streak. I gave him a victory and ended up beating him over it. But that was that one-time thing. But now I'm just curious. Now, I really shouldn't be looking at the video just based on this because, I don't know, he's a brand new guy. But watch it for, funny sakes. Maybe he had the same exact feeling, too. This poor, player who had the unfortunate chance of meeting this person. Who was, to my understanding, at 19 by the time he came across him. 19! I mean, it couldn't be because, was he good at the game? Or was he using anything like cheats or anything like that? Or was he just a Smurf account? But I guess based on what I've seen before, the game will probably just hook you up with, this guy's probably gotten platinum in the past with other characters. So they'll pair him up with, other platinum players. To see if that character deserves to be at that rank. Sad part, this is an actual fight, not a throwaway fight like mine was. Like, there's no point in saying my fight, because we're just basically throwing each other around. And I think at that point he just probably gave up at that point. Like, yeah. Like, I don't even blame him at that point. All of it's just too much information to take in. Too much. Because all I care about is if he's cheating. If he wants to be that good at the game, then fine. But if he wants to be that good at the game, and it does make you wonder, with that kind of skill level, why ain't you there yet? Like, why not? Luckily the game will just let me follow people regardless of them blocking me or not. Because I'm a little curious.
Beginning operation.
This will be a good fight. Round one. Fight.
I mean, I guess I could learn from the guy. Possibly. Being a modern Ryu. Of course, there's also the considering fact he's going against modern characters, modern people. I just saw the guys had training beforehand. That's a lot of training, though. Like, yikes. I can't really see anything particularly wrong with the gameplay, really. I mean, could it be classified as a Smurf? I mean, it should be classified as a Smurf. I don't know if that's even worth looking at that, honestly. I mean, granted, you can see the win and lose rates, but that's kind of, you know, important for me. And I haven't refreshed the page, so I don't see what he's done after he's played me yet. And we'll probably check a few of those. Maybe it's like that Manon player who decided to just throw away a fight and then end up losing it. Like right after throwing a fight. Thinking that, did I really win too much? Am I really gonna run into that situation? I think you would have to run into that like more than once to be like, oh, people aren't gonna play me at all because my win rate's too high. They don't think I'm a cheater. Maybe I have to play this into a DI, perhaps. Light and medium? What would someone use the light and medium for? I think. Like, I don't think his combos are any fancier than the ones that I do. Maybe it's just decent fundamentals. Might have to look into that combo again. Possibly.
Ryu wins.
That might be the only replay I might worth keeping around, in all honesty. The only one. I mean, since you don't have access to every important button that Ryu has, I mean... That's the replay list. Alright, I want to refresh this thing. I think it refreshed already. What does he do against this, Zangief, I wonder? So he's probably at, well, at this point, if he, well, when he beats him, he's at 22. At this point.
Let us begin. I'll take on all of you! Round one. Fight! Hadouken! Hadouken! My turn!
And granted, I've sniped people like that with, the impact before. Drive it back. It's easy to snipe with.
This is it! It's not over!
Yeah, a lot of players on Zing I've seen, they bake it all on that overhead. That new modern tool. Oh wait, no, he's not modern, no, he's classic. It's like he can't get in. Honestly, from that range, he could just go whatchamacallit, impact, but he can't do it now. Can you? He can't even just spinning lariat his way over there fast enough. Oh, hey, how's it going, low life? I was just looking at a person's gameplay. This is a supposed Ryu that has like over 20 wins. Had to check the gameplay to see if everything was alright. But who's gonna, you know, assume that he, whatchamacallit? who's gonna assume a modern player is cheating, right? Who would? Those people never would. But we know one thing for sure, he had to keep on playing and playing and playing. Cheating is how, like, cheating is the hot topic right now. Yeah, but we can't just assume every player is cheating to get a high win rate. At best, we could call him a smurf or something like that. But, you know, when it comes to... I mean, you can use any character you want to outside of rank. Maybe he just now. But, you know, with the other people, you could tell they had some sort of training beforehand. Like, there was this... The Manon player was at least shown to be in some type of, whatchamacallit, in the custom room or something like that. Like, you would see that sometimes. And granted, I've seen some... There was some... Well, it was rare, but I have seen some few cases of a few new challengers fighting masters all of a sudden. Which is really wild, by the way. My gosh, it seems to be... That seems to be a common thing with this guy, by the way. It's always a 2 on his side. Like, am I missing something here? Because it seemed really bitter to just play him, lose against him, and then make this video. It's better to just take a dive and just get ready to make the video because it, you know, this sort of stuff is definitely something that'll get people's attention, you know? How many other people said to themselves, man, I need to look at this guy's replay. Most people in this game are smurfs because points are character specific. Well, not every character is the same and stuff like that. Like, there is nobody like JP who I could just abuse aggressively. Not that bad. Sure, Ryu and Ken are about the same. Or something like that, so maybe. But these characters are supposed to be different. Like, it's almost living a completely different lifestyle almost. Sure, to me when I try to treat M. Bison like Blanca and Honda, but at the same time, Blanca and Honda are pretty low picks. I mean, I haven't fought an E-Honda in a while, you know? But the guys definitely had some type of training, for sure. Well, I know I'll never see him again, though, that's for sure. And even his name is kind of funny, too. It's like he walked up in there having a plan beforehand. It's kind of similar to my name, which already was set in stone. Right, that's why he does that hit. It's almost like a freebie. Well, he definitely doesn't deserve to be in platinum based on all the beatings he's been giving people with like a character like Ryu. Actually, were there any drive rush combos? I don't know if there were any drive rush combos. Actually, I think everything's just been like, just burn meter. People mash in this game so bad it's crazy. Oh yeah, the amount of people I keep kicking across the face, it's hysterical. He doesn't even get a win off of the guy. Wow, she actually gets a win off of him, but he ends up getting by a perfect. Well, I guess that makes sense. You beat him, he gets extra angry, and then he gets a perfect on you. Probably ends in a freaking level 3. Possibly. What number is that? We might be at 25, by the way. Fights for love. Sure you do.
Prepare.
Round 1. Fight. Hadouken! 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 Fire! Booyah!
You just effortlessly go in there and just grab the guy. Let's go for that guard impact thingy right there. Yep. I mean, I've seen so many in this fight, so it's not fair of me pointing it out. The opponent's just gonna have to learn fast enough and adapt to that sort of thing, because that punch into that drive impact just seems like such a freebie. It almost like you have to take that. And neutral jumping's kind of funny too. How about using mana? Because I figured I didn't have to use any combos, just keep landing the grabs, and that's all I needed to do. Oh man. Alright, so we know that level 3 is gonna happen now. Got level 3 finisher. I bet it's gonna be a finisher. Mess around with fireballs, uppercut. Again, fireball. The trick is I'm gonna jump over your head. Again, she's really falling for it. He's seeing all this coming. Is he gonna snipe? No. She's still falling for it too, man. She's out of resources. Dude, that's crazy. Is it like that, really? Just to get constantly sniped by the same move over and over again? That's like how I treat my Luke, actually. And he has the fastest fireballs, I think, in the game. Crazy how he just kept it basic like that and just basically beat her. And this one was a damn perfect. How does it get worse? What, did he decide I'm gonna do the exact same thing? I shouldn't even warrant this one a video. This one to even look at, because, I mean, that's probably what happened. I mean, Maiden has tools. She has a grab that goes through projectiles. Shell, she just had to snipe Ryu with drive impact.
Let us begin.
Prepare.
I just never had a problem with fireballs like that because, you know, I use top tier characters. That's crazy.
This fist is everything to me.
I'm sure they're mashing through this just to get past it, because not everyone's just stomach being perfect like that. Oh, he decides to jump in. I mean, if you're trying to find out if they're a Smurf or not, you can just tell by what it says in the profile. Really? By their profile? I mean, it's not gonna specifically say they're a Smurf, is it? I mean, alright, so how would I go about doing that, by the way? I'm just curious, because now that method does sound interesting. Just looking at a person's profile. Alright, looking at how many hours they played the game, I'm assuming, right? If there's a discrepancy in their performance, like, in their profile, you can tell. Alright. Well, the thing about the discrepancy that you have to compare it to something. That's the thing. But let's humor that real quick. Damn. No practice. I can understand no world tour, but zero. Okay, this is probably a Smurf. Probably. Boy, that's a lot quicker. Yeah, that's a Smurf. Oh my fucking gosh, that was so quick. Oh man, literal smurfing. Oh, but he did actually lose some matches too. I forgot you could do this. So much for making the videos and stuff like that, but it's like, come on, how are you doing this? He got his Ryu as far as the platinum and stopped. MR doesn't really matter. That's almost all the people on this game. Well, the thing about you is that you're a master, so what would it matter to you? I mean, if someone gets into masters, it's not really the same per se. Really? He's beaten Kens, he's beaten Bisons. So of course he'll lose to Akuma. Of course he would. Makes perfect sense, really. He loses to Akuma. Kimberly, I'm kind of... Oh, right, because Kimberly can get past the fireballs. That makes sense. Wow, it makes me want to check the other people's profiles, too. But we kind of just confirmed from that, too. So he's lost against them, never beaten a Marissa. Never beat a Guile. Everyone else has never had a fight against. And this is a pretty good idea of the, how often you see players too, by the way. Damn shame. Well, that was, interesting. I mean, does it really bother me now that I think about it? Like, with Z Fighters, I mean, you usually have to go based on performance or something like that, or... And yeah, I kind of do the same thing. I'll look at their profile, see how they barely use one character, and they just reset everything or something like that. Like, I get it. So, I can't even call myself a Smurf because this isn't the full process, because it's one thing to lose. Well, the game will match me with new challengers, so so many in the matches. Alright, so that's how you'll come across new players. The new challengers. Well, they do go based on their, whatchamacallit, on their previous ranks and other characters. I mean, if they think that person is capable of fighting a master, then naturally that will happen. Me, I think it's just only been platinum or lower, really, because it just goes based on JP, who's the highest usage character and the highest rank for the time being, and stuff like that. But for a modern player to do that, I mean, I wonder what his old name was. And I think I was going to spend so much time trying to figure out, yeah, and there's so... Wait, what else are you saying right here? Let's see. Yeah, so there's some characters people just never take into rank. Yes, I suppose that's weird. Modern is still a legitimate control type because they have advantages in other ways. Yes, in other ways that is true. Okay, I think it's foolish of me to think this guy would have any sort of investment in this gameplay mode because of course. And I even deleted that file, by the way. It's just, I don't know, I couldn't enjoy it really. This is less than an hour or 43 minutes. Anyway, I gotta go because I gotta process all this and then I gotta use the bathroom. But I will make a new video, probably with Streets of Rage or something like that, because that's also fun to commentate on that too. But take care, everyone. Thanks for stopping by. Greatly appreciate it. Now I know how to immediately identify trolls as opposed to looking at their videos. I mean, Smurfs. That's it, Smurfs.